Hello, motivators. It is a pleasure to see you again here at midweek at night when we actually can choose to do other things, leisure, hang out with friends, mindlessly scrolling through social media, but we are here to shape our public speaking skills together. For your information, this official session is recorded. Please dress and talk properly. To share enthusiasm, you can also turn on your video. And also, to keep this meeting running smooth, please mute your microphone unless permitted to speak, unless it is your turn to speak. And here is the Zoom naming guide. If you are a guest, use G in front of your name. Or you can specify your role. For more info, you can later visit hailing.me/motivators. We put a lot of things, including meeting agenda and so on, and also our club profile. Let's start with why. Why do we exist? We start the quest of valuable skills, and we believe that public speaking skill is one of them. We ask ourselves, can we add our value by being a competent speaker? Can we hone our public speaking skills for specific purposes? And can we learn and practice in a structured approach? Besides that, we also need to hone our skills in the long run, not only occasionally or incidentally in a workshop, but we need to do it consistently because it is like a marathon, not a sprint. And also we believe in the power of network. We can empower each other with growth mindset. We can connect opportunities. We can transfer our knowledge and experience from others. We exist since almost 22 years ago, co-founded by former Minister of Education, Mr. Wardiman Joyonegoro, and also a partner at law firm, Budiharjo Hadisurjo. And gladly, we are still connected across the generations. We are part of Toastmasters International, an educational organization who teach public speaking and leadership throughout clubs and their structured curriculum named Pathways. Inside Pathways, there are specialized modules and international certificates for members. Beside the curriculum, the members are also eligible to join tiered speech contest seasonal from the club level advancing until international level if we can reach it. A short brief about pathways. There are 11 options of path. Imagine like a major in your university. Which major do you choose? What style of speaker that do you aspire to be? You can shape it. Besides that, we also have elective modules. So we are not rigidly divided into each path. We can still take some part of other path to shape our skills specifically. Our regular meeting consists of 3 main agendas. Prepared speech, when our registered member can deliver speech based on the curriculum. The table topic, it is open for all. You guests can also try it to deliver impromptu speech. And evaluation, because we believe in the room of improvement. So here we are, Jakarta Motivator Toastmasters, with a wide community of network, diverse background from various sectors and levels. We have creative meeting setups with engaging team. We can be heartwarming, motivational, and even humorous. But most of the time, we are trying to shape our skills professionally. And also we prefer midweek schedule in running this meeting. Find out more in hailing.me/motivators to explore more. To get specific into our meeting, this meeting is hosted by Toastmaster of the meeting. And for tonight, our Toastmaster of the meeting is Toastmaster Fikwi. Toastmaster Fikwi, the time is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster. So everyone, hello, I'm Fikwi. I'm from Universitas Indonesia Toastmaster Club. Today I will be your Toastmaster of the meeting. So let me try to impromptu something, let's say some of the news that we have here from today. Good morning, everyone. From the studio Jakarta Motivator Toastmasters Club newsroom here in the Zoom meeting. I'm Fikwi, your Toastmaster of the meeting today. Good to be with you. Indonesia will drop requirement for the people to using the mask outdoor and for the vaccinated travel to show negative pre-departure test. Officials said that on Tuesday as the COVID-19 infection declined in this country. And the masks are no longer required outdoor as the pandemic is getting more and more controlled. But the mask is still be worn indoor and on the public transportation, and the government also recommending that the elderly and those with underlying health condition or the cold continue to use them as well. So, fellow Toastmaster and guests, relating to our theme today, flatten the curve. I want to ask about some opinion maybe from here. Let me see. There is some guests in here. How about Toastmaster Feby, Toastmaster Feby? What do you think about the new regulation today that we hear that we no longer using a mask, but can we still flatten the curve?
I think it's good that our government finally applied that new regulation in which I think everything is starting to get normal, and I like it because I really hate the pandemic time, which I can't. First of all, I love makeup. I do my makeup, and I hate when I have to use mask when I apply one, and I can finally show people my good skill of the makeup. Okay. And next, I also have a difficulty visiting my grandparents, and I think how our government take care of this pandemic situation will lead me into finally meeting my grandparents. So I think it's nice.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Baby, for sharing your thought about this condition that we already have something going to the normal, back to normal. We can no longer using the mask, and like you say, that we can show our beauty inside that. Maybe when you're using mask, you never know that people may be talking behind you, that doing something with using their mouth. But this is great. This is the great news that we already flattened the curve, and we have the regulation that we no longer using the mask. Thank you for sharing this, Mr. Baby.
You're welcome.
Okay. Next, maybe I want to hear from another guest maybe in here. It's about Toastmaster Fikri. How about you? What do you think about flatten the curve and also the new regulation?
Oh, hello. Sebelumnya suaraku masuk?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. I think it's a good thing that the government allow us to open our mask publicly, because that is the thing that we waiting for so long, because it's from the pandemic, COVID-19 and so on. And yeah, the government doing the good job to keep people safe and preventing many people from disease and death. Maybe, yeah, I think it's a good thing that the government doing a good job, and finally we're finally allowed to open, to not wear a mask publicly. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vicky. So yeah, we already, I think that two people already agreed that this is a good news that we already not using the mask and our condition are getting back to normal. And I hope that this will be end and we can meet an offline meeting in the Jakarta Motivator Toastmasters Club. Yeah, I really want to hear and looking at you doing the public speaking, doing the Toastmaster pathway in the offline meeting. That's really will be another way to learn about the public speaking that it will be feels different rather than you using this in online meeting. So yeah, this is a really great news. So before we are going to the next session, I also want to explain about a little bit about the theme that we are, like I said before, that flatten the curve, and also I want to giving you about the word of the day is the river. that specifically we put the word of the day in each meeting to enrich our knowledge and enrich our work that you can use in our daily conversation. So we are going to using the refer, and I want to encourage all of you in here to mention this word in your speech, even in your pre-batch speech, and also in the table topic, to use as much as you can using the refer. You can relate things that you want to say using this word. And the example for this word, you can apply this like the one that she has referred to her old habit. It meant that she has back to her old habit. And also you can you can have my blood pressure. My blood pressure has referred to the normal, like back to the normal. Yeah, we can use it another word from back into the refer. That's for the word of the day. So in our meeting, for you, if this is the first time you are enjoying the Jakarta Motivator Toastmasters Club, we actually have 3 sessions. The first one is prepared speech session, table topic session, evaluation session. And also it also has been mentioned by our president Toastmaster Hans in the first meeting that this is 3 session we going to run in tonight meeting, and the prepared speech is eligible to 4 the members, and all for the guests can join in the table topic session to deliver your talk and answering the question relating to the topic that the table topic master will be given at this session. And also, this is because this is the place to learn that we need evaluation to grow, to knowing what our mistake and never make it again in the future. That's mean that we need evaluation. So we are not going to miss at this session is evaluation session will be also led by our team is our general evaluator. So general evaluator, are you here?
Yes.
Yeah, Toastmaster Ian. Toastmaster Ian, please share your job.
Thank you. I felt like a reporter being called by an anchor. Thank you. Toastmaster Fikri in the studio. Hello everyone. My name is Uyan as the general evaluator for today. So I'll be helped by some rangers and other reporters who will report by the end of this meeting how they observed the meeting in terms of grammar, filler words, and also count the time when you deliver a speech. So let me call another reporter in this meeting. First, I would love to call, okay. The grammarian, Toastmaster Radhika, are you there?
Yes, I'm
Okay,
here.
please introduce your role.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Dika. Today I'll be serving as a grammarian. And as a grammarian, my tasks are to record any grammatical inaccuracy that all of you guys utter today, whether it be in impromptu speeches or in prepared speech. And as well, I'll be recording the beautiful phrases that you guys convey during your speeches. As well, I would love to remind of the audiences to mention word of the day today, as already explained by our Tom. Revert as many as you can in your sentences. So please don't be afraid to make mistakes, especially in grammar. Just be brave to speak first and to practice your public speaking skills here in Jakarta Toastmaster. So I would love to give the control back to the general evaluator, Toastmaster Uyu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Radhika. So as she said, don't be afraid of making mistakes because we are here together to learn. And I would love to call the next reporter, the and WOD counter, Toastmaster Gabriel. Please introduce your role.
Hello. Yeah. Okay. So I am as a AWOD counter. My role is to count any crowd words or things like this. That or this is like a filler word that sometimes you want stop the sentence and then you confuse what to talk about, and then you said I will count about that too. And also, yeah, filler words like maybe, so, like, and things like that. We often use it and we try to reduce it, and also repeated words when we confuse and repeat words like 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 this. I will count it too, and also long pause, and also, oh sorry, I haven't changed it. Our today WOD words is different, and I will also count it. So please use your WOD word different. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gabriel. So everyone, please make her busy to write down your WOD, like to count down your WOD, but don't make her busy to count your filler words, okay? And next, I will have the last ranger. He will like serve two roles at the same time as a timer and ballot counter. So Toastmaster Hegi, please introduce your roles.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uyun. So, good evening, everyone. I will be supporting as the timer and ballot counter for tonight. First of all, as a timer, I will time all speeches. I believe we have prepared speakers tonight, right? So for prepared speakers, I would like to confirm the timing will be 5 to 7 minutes. And then for the table topic speakers, the time will be 1 to 2 minutes. And for the evaluators, time will be 2 to 3 minutes. I will change my screen to green whenever you reach the minimum time, which is 5 minutes, 1 minute, and 2 minutes respectively. And then I will change to yellow when you reach the mid time, which is 6 minutes, 1.5, and 2.5 minutes respectively. Last, I will turn to red when you reach the end of the time, which is 7 minutes, 2 minutes, and 3 minutes respectively. After you see the red, you have 30 seconds to conclude your speech. Secondly, I will also serve as the ballot counter. As a ballot counter, I will help everyone to vote for the best speakers for tonight. So at the end of each session, I will share a link which you can access, and then you can deliver your vote to show your support on the best speakers for tonight. At the end of the session, I will deliver my report, both the timing and the ballot report. Thank you. Back to G.
Thank you, Professor Hegi. So those are the things that will help me to evaluate the meeting. As a general evaluator, I will give the overall or general evaluation towards the meeting, how the rundown has been run, and also what things are missed in this meeting. And also, I have like personal evaluator for the speaker, Toastmaster Hans, who is Toastmaster Francisca. So later in the last session, we will be back to give you the report. And because today I receive so many guests, I would love to encourage you to join the session, the table topic session. I'm sure that will be very fun. And please be aware of the time that will be shown by Toastmaster Hegi. And by the end of table topic session, he will share the ballot, the ballot link for everyone to vote. Okay, please enjoy the meeting. Back to you, Toastmaster Fikwi in the studio.
Okay, thanks for you. Thank you for your explanation about your team. So everyone, again, we are encourage you all of you in here to just speak and take your time to joining in our table topics session, especially that we can at the end of the meeting that Toastmaster Uyun will also giving us the evaluation, and then the team also giving us the evaluation. They will written down our mistake, but it's not only judgment, because we will have the feedback to us to learn it and be better at the future. That's the purpose of the Toastmaster. So this is the safest place to you to doing a lot of mistake, because the mistake will giving you the best practice to learn in here. So without further ado, we are going to our session. The first session is prepared speech session. So now we have prepared speech session, and the speaker. Let me open the agenda first. Okay, the first speaker is Toastmaster Hans. Yeah, Toastmaster Hans. Okay, Toastmaster Hans will be evaluated by Toastmaster Joseph. Is it right? Oh, Toastmaster Francisca. Okay, Toastmaster Francisca, please explain. Please introduce our speakers.
Thank you. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Before I start, can you hear my voice clearly?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I'm joining from a public space, so please, I hope you can be kindly understanding that there will be some background noises. So tonight, this is a very interesting night where we are going to listen a speech from Toastmaster Hans. Toastmaster Hans will deliver a speech that is intended for the member to apply the skills needed to successfully lead the volunteering organization. And in this project, he will share some aspect of his experience when he leads the volunteering organization. I assume that some of you may already know what he's going to share, but I know for sure that Hans will give us very surprising and has a lot of twists. So without further ado, please welcome Toastmasters Hans with speech title, Creating Legacy of Jakarta Motivators. Creating Legacy of Jakarta Motivators, Toastmaster Hans.
Thank you for the introduction, Toastmaster Siska. Ladies and gentlemen, raise your hand if you want to see a change in your circumstances. Okay, I've seen hands are raised. Now raise your hand if you want to be the part of the change. Still, and even more, thank you very much, because you are not the typical society out of there who want to see change but doesn't want to be the change. Ladies and gentlemen, here is my speech, Creating Legacy of Jakarta Motivators, as final project of my pathways. First of all, yes, we have seen the prologue, the lessons about change. And let's start with why. Why did I take the challenge of being Jakarta Motivator Toastmasters Club President in this term? Before it, of course, I was a proud part of Jakarta Motivator Toastmasters, joining as member since March 2019. And I aimed for this position back then because I had seen a lot of wonderful club presidents in the past. We have Mr. Thomas Sugiharto, a high caliber entrepreneur in insurance agency. We have DTM Tantia, a chief level in Monash University. We also have our founder, DTM Wardiman, former minister. But I needed time to adapt, and I needed to tackle the obstacle that I had an irregular working schedule at that time. My working schedule is in 2 shifts, not in a typical office hour. But I found the right timing since 2021 because of a job rotation that I had gotten because of my exposures in some presentation. And this position also still aligned with my personal milestones. So I took it. Besides that, we can see those 10 valuable skills from World Economic Forums. Active learning, complex problem solving, critical thinking and analysis, creativity, originality, initiative, leadership and social influence, technology use, resilience and reasoning. I thought that I could apply those things by being club president. That is my why. And now, how is it going? Almost 1 year since July 2021. First, I need to transfer knowledge very well within my team because there are a lot of terms in Toastmasters International setup that we need to learn quickly, we need to adapt, and also about the planning and scheduling. So we apply the file and knowledge management in Google Drive platform, including the social media planner. Also, we recorded the statistics, our meeting attendance, the total attendees, and also the guest itself for our measurement and for our improvement. We could spot when our meeting was crowded, when our meeting was unfavorable in terms of attendance, and how could we improve. And also about the Eventbrite, we could see the spikes because of some policy to blast our meeting information to public. And we are still evolving about this. Also, how is it going from my team point of view? I've gathered the 360 review form from this pathways module, and so far I've got this strong point and things to improve. We can read it. Actually, I'm a bit shy to brag myself, but it is obtained from the review, and I'm glad that my team are still keen to put both sides. So I also believe that I need to improve in stay grounded and considering different perspective, and also to stay hungry. Because if we stay hungry, we also believe that there is always room for improvement. As a club president, you guys may be wondering, what are the pros and cons of being club president? Definitely, significant skills development, significant exposures and network. I've met a lot of people, not only in this club, because I'm connected to other clubs, to other organizations, and of course, cool title to flex on your LinkedIn. Cons, of course, it consumes particular time and energy. I need to spend more time than regular member to prepare for this meeting, to think, to plan strategically, and so on. But no worries. I can say that I still able to manage a career and fulfilling life outside of this. Volunteering in this community will not make us suffer as a no life, or will not suck our time because we are not a full-time employee here. We can think strategically, put the priorities and agendas, and break down the big goals in our mind into actionable small things and deploy it into the right time and the right person. So that is the beauty of management. And after seeing how is it going, now I want to talk about what to do next for me and my successors. Personally, I still want to contribute in Toastmasters, but I could not specify in what position. Oh, and then I want to transfer my knowledge to upcoming executive committees. From that file transfer and will be improved for the next. And of course, I want to advance my career because being club president is a significant portfolio for me as far as from job interview that I have attended. And also I want to apply for master study in 2023-24. So at that time, I will not be actively involved in this community during that time frame. Recommended trait for upcoming presidents. Of course, presidents should be self-driven. Yes, if you can't motivate yourself, how can you motivate others? And also you must be smart, but not in terms of this smart, but in terms of setting goals, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely bound. And also you need to have empathy because we need to understand each other in this volunteering community. And upcoming president election, here is the announcement. For further info to Toastmaster Melissa. And after all, from 0 to 1, let's create legacy and back to our Toastmaster of the meeting.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Hans, for a wonderful speech that Toastmaster Hans already giving us, that the experience joining the Toastmaster, the impact of joining the Toastmaster. So the Toastmaster has already shared it, and this is the time also for you in here, for the guests and also visiting Toastmaster, maybe from another, that to take the opportunity, joining the Toastmaster and take the chance to giving, to take the learning from the Toastmaster. And I also have the same experience as Toastmaster Hans, that the Toastmaster itself has to become the biggest investment in here in our career, that I'm joining the Toastmaster International, and all the interviewers are wondering, are you joining in Toastmaster International? You must be great public speaking. Even at that time, and now I didn't have a good public speaking. And just like here, I have still not talk, learn slowly, but they already put that Toastmaster International is the best place for you to become the public speaking, and it's guaranteed that if you are joining as the member of Toastmaster International, the part of Toastmaster International, either in other club that you join, the Jakarta Motivator, Universitas Indonesia, and another club that you will be have verified that you are good at the public speaking. So today I want to encourage you for all the guests to join in the Toastmaster, the nearest club, and especially in the Jakarta Motivator Toastmaster Club. Right, the next. That's the, okay. Maybe I want to hear from the time report from Toastmaster Hegi.
Yes, so the time for Toastmaster Hans is 7 minutes 29 seconds. It's really close, but still within the tolerance.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Hegi. So 1 second before the elimination, that Toastmaster Hans is eligible to be voted. And since we only have one speaker, so we don't need to vote here for the favorite speaker. So we are just going to the next session, the table topic. But before that, let's take a photo, yeah, from the house. Right, the host, please help us to take a photo. So everyone here, please turn on your camera to show your face, that just show the world that you are the part of Toastmaster International. Let's take a picture.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's take 2 pictures. Is it okay? Once again, please turn on your camera, and now I will take the first picture. Stand still in 3, 2, 1. Okay. And now for the second. Wait. For the second picture. Are you ready, guys? In 3, 2, 1, hold your position. Okay, thank you very much. Back to Toastmaster Fikri.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Han. Thank you for all of you who already showing your face in here. That's really great. You enjoying it, Toastmaster. It's really great. Thank you. So the next, we are going to the next session. This is the exciting session for all the guests that you can join in to share your opinion in the table topic session. So without further ado, we are going to call our table topic master, Toastmaster Melissa. Toastmaster Melissa, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Fikwi. And I also want to say congratulations to Toastmaster Hans for finishing his pathway project leadership development. Congratulations once again. And let's start with the table topic session, shall we? So if there is anyone new in this meeting, maybe you are wondering what is a table topic. What is table topic session? The table topic session is the session that is free for all, either the members, the visiting Toastmaster, and also for the guests, and also the first timer guests in here, to try to challenge yourself in impromptu speech, in trying to do 1 until 2 minute speech that the topic is totally mysterious. In this room, only me that know about topics, and I will give you the topics, and please make a 1 till 2 minute speech about it. And how will this session works? I will put the form. If you want to participate in this table topic session, I will put the form on the chat box, and please fill it with your name if you like to. And I will call you based on the order of the name, and I will also give the question to you. And I'm sorry because I have limited bandwidth. I cannot share the screen of the question. And but I will share the question on the chat box, so everyone and also you who participate can read the question better. Okay, let me share the form on the chat box. Is there anyone who wants to participate, who wants to challenge themselves to be the first table topic speakers for tonight? Our table topic questions will be related with our meeting theme, the flattened curve. And please remember to use our word of the day to refer. Okay, we have guest Arwa here. Hello, Arwa.
Hello.
Thank you for.
Sorry, I don't think I can show you my face at the moment because I'm driving right now. So,
Okay.
it's okay if I'm on the voice only.
Okay, it's okay, but please drive safe. And okay, I will also share the question on the chat box, but I think you can just hear from my voice and don't try to force yourself to look at the screen. Okay, so the first question is, which settings do you prefer to work in? Do you prefer the work from office, the work from home, or work from anywhere?
Okay. Shall I
Are
start?
you ready? Yes.
Okay.
1 until 2 minutes.
I'm ready. Right now? Will you give me a 1, 2, 3, or just I can just start right now?
You can start on your own time.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, start. Okay. Good evening, friends. I guess, yeah. Of course, I hope we'll be friends. Good evening. The name's Arya, and regarding the question with WFH, WFO, WFA, WFA, I think almost all of us have already experienced it in these 2 years, yeah. These 2 years, but personally, as a father of 2, I prefer to have an office that can allow the employee to work in from everywhere. Because from my experience, there's a lot of problem when you are only doing work from home, and then there's also a problem when you're only doing the work from the office. Why? Because if you're only work from home, you will not get any work done. You will all maybe in 1 or 2 minutes you will scroll your phones. 1 or 2 minutes there's your wife yelling at you. There's 1 and 2 minutes, and then your kids yelling at you to play with them. Or when you're in office, okay, you can do all the work, but there's lots of problems in the home, like your wife telling you to do this, do that, to buy this and buy that, your kids screaming around, calling you to come home fast and play, not to mention all those in-laws and those parents that ask you to do this, that, blah, blah, blah. So, in this day of age, we as an individual, I think, need to have a lot of flexibility. So, by working from anywhere, I think those flexibility can be fulfilled. So I don't think we need to revert back to the state where we only have the WFO as our option. So that's why I think WFA is the future and our way forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Arwa, for sharing about your opinion of the work settings that you would like to prefer. And you share that you would like to do work from anywhere based on your condition, and also you prefer the flexibility that it offers. Thank you for joining our table topics, and drive safe. And also, I spotted the WOD, our and WOD counter must be so happy. And next, let's move on to our second challenger. We have Feby here. Hello, Feby.
Hi.
Hello, Feby. I will share the question on the chat box. Okay. So the question is, what is your pandemic habit that you think will stick with you even after the pandemic ends?
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Okay. Yeah. Hi, good evening, everyone. I think the pandemic habit that will stick with me even after the pandemic ends is washing my hands even even if I'm not feeling like my hand is dirty, because as we all know, this pandemic has taught us that the cleanliness of our hands is very important, because we touch everything with our hands, we eat with our hands, we pick things with our hands, and therefore we will have a lot of like bacteria or virus in our hands. And I think that will stick with me a lot, because I do easily get sick, and that's because of my poor habit of washing hands that was applied before the pandemic starts. And yeah, I think that will be my one habit that will stick with me. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, Feby, for sharing your opinion and sharing your habit that will stick after the pandemic ends, hopefully soon. And yes, washing your hands thoroughly is a very good habit to maintain. Okay, thank you, Feby, once again, and let's move on to our third speaker for tonight. Our third speaker would be Adit. Adit, are you there?
Hi. Hi.
Okay, Adit, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. Can everyone hear my voice through my
Yes,
microphone?
we can hear you
Cool.
clear.
Cool.
Okay, so the third question, I joined late in this meeting, but I think Toastmaster Fikui had already shared about this as well. I hope you're not the one answering this. Okay, the question is, President Joko Widodo has released a statement that wearing masks outdoors is not mandatory anymore. Of course, it comes with the terms and conditions. What is your opinion about this?
Okay. Thank you for the question, Toastmaster Melissa, and good evening, everyone. It's a soon to be Toastmasters and also all of the Toastmasters. In my opinion, for these regulations to pop up, I think it would have a certain analysis that has been through. So I think it would be good, because like most of the people would be like liberated not to wear masks, because sometimes masks hinders the airs that we could breathe to our lungs, right? So but there's some but in some parts it's also like it could defend certain particles moving throughout into our system. So but I think to refer back to the uh, the habits of wearing a mask, I think it will be quite challenging as well. So I think like most of the people may questioning like why it would be so hard for them to like take off their mask, because there's a certain risk that there's a certain mindset that they think that there's a certain risk for still a certain risk for them to like exposed uh, by the virus. So yeah. In conclusion, I think it's a good thing, but there's also certain risk that needs to be analyzed moreover. So yeah.
Okay, thank you, Aditya, for sharing your
Thank
opinion
you.
about the wearing mask is not mandatory anymore, and I totally agree with your opinion. And I think I want to keep wearing masks because I feel like I'm more attractive with mask on. But I also want to see a lot of you in when we see in real time wearing not wearing a mask, so I can know and I can look at your beautiful and handsome face. Okay, thank you, Aditya. Okay. Our NWOD counter just shared on the chat. Don't forget to look at our timer. So if you want to participate in table topics, please look at our timer, Toastmaster Hegi. You can pin his cell box as well. I don't know what you call it. So you can maintain or you can monitor your duration of your speech. And also, again, don't forget to use our word of the day, revert. Do we have our next speaker? And yes, we have. We have soon to be Toastmaster Daddy. Hello, Daddy.
Hello, I hope I'm audible.
Yes, you are audible. We can hear you clearly.
Thank you. It's always nerve-wracking.
Okay, we can hear you clearly. It's okay. I will share the question on the chat box. Okay. So the fourth question is, it's about pre-pandemic life versus the post-pandemic life. What is the aspect of your life or just humanity life in general that you think will never be the same again? And you cannot go back to this aspect of life before the pandemic.
Wow. Thank you for this hard question. Okay. All right, I'm ready. Where's the timer? Okay. There's a code that I read recently. I think it's on Instagram or I think it's on TikTok. It says that real love begins when nothing is expected in return or in revert. That's really interesting when we are seeing our circumstance, which is the pandemic that's already started since 2019. And we're seeing again back 2 years ago about the pandemic, we noticed that we are facing the hard challenge and hindrance to start up our new life. Is to working, is to work, is to learn in school, or is in to get everything we want in pandemic. Well, now we are continuing to endemic circumstance where we are allowed to not use the mask in public. So I'm going to talk about two different side of the past pandemic in 2000, back then 2019, and also after 2 years, we've been separating through this circumstance, which is the past pandemic. So what couldn't revert in my life generally is that I couldn't spend my time more in my house, which I'm as an introvert really love to do it. It's really hard when I have to back to office and work with other people. So my times to work in my home, doing whatever I want in my home will be hard to revert it. And also generally that I see the difference in between post pandemic and after pandemic is that a lot of people are hardly in touch officially or publicly, which is probably will create awkwardness and also hardness to speak with other people. That's the reason why we are connected through social media these days. Eventually, as the endemic is going to happen, I believe we're going to revert again to our previous pandemic back in 2018, where we can still communicate better and contemplate everything we have. So to wrap up my speech, I believe that even though it's hard to revert before pandemic and after pandemic, we are still need to going after because that's the life. I think that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Suntubi Toastmaster Daddy, for your inspiring impromptu speech about how the life post-pandemic will be like. And I believe our NWOD counter are thrilled right now because you said so many of our word of the day. You said so many reports, and thank you for that. I noticed a lot of reports back then. Okay, so let's move on to our fifth participants. Is there anyone who would like to try? Our previous challenger uh, have already done the table topics so great. And do you want to challenge yourself also in this table topic session? Okay, so we have our famous Indian Toastmaster that came from, I don't know, Bombay probably, to come to Jakarta Motivator Toastmaster Club. We have Mr. Singh. Hello, Mr. Singh.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Singh.
Hello, Mr. Singh. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Will you keep the Indian accent until the end of your speech?
That's kind of difficult.
Okay.
You're gonna feed me with 10,000 curries.
Okay. I want to pick a hard question from you, but I don't think I'm. Okay, so I have this one question for you. I will share it on the chat box. Okay. I know you're not really fit for this condition, but just imagine that you are fit in this condition. For the singles who are ready to mingle, how has the pandemic shifted your views on dating? Do you see any significant changes in how dating works on pre-pandemic, on pandemic, and post-pandemic life?
Oh, my. That's really difficult questions. Okay, I'll try. So before pandemic, so the dating situation is really different. Well, I usually get girls' numbers and then WhatsApp them or send a message. Hey, you know, you guys must know about this. Just first talk with girls, chatting, and then, hey, do you want to meet something or drink coffee or eat, or maybe watching movies or going to somewhere? But this kind of, I don't know how, don't know how they do dating when the pandemic, because I don't do that anymore, because I'm before pandemic, just exactly before pandemic starts, I get married. So I'm thinking about imagining things. What would have happened when young people trying to date? Because normally we go, hey, want to eat something, grab something, but some introverts, or maybe some girls who feel about fishy about the boys who's trying to approach them, thinking, oh, I probably gonna stay at night right now. I probably stay at home right now, or because there's pandemic outside, you cannot ask girl to go, but you know, a lot of tricks can be done there. For example, like Hans, he used that modus. Hey, have you eaten? Not yet. You want to grab something, or you want me to grab food you something? Right, Hans? See, that face tells everything. He's that country. So there's a lot of things, or maybe sending like I have maybe the most naughty one. Like, hey girls, hello dear, I'm having 14 days quarantine at this hotel. You wanna come by? There's another card. So there's a lot of things different. But after this going back to normal, maybe you can go either grab something, not instead of grab put something, or you can eat just like when I date with my wife, we had date eating ketoprak at Senayan Baseball Stadium. Back to you, topic master.
Thank you, Mr. Singh, for sharing your opinion about dating in pre-pandemic, on pandemic, and post-pandemic life. Okay, let's move on to our sixth participant. Is there anyone who would like to try? Maybe for the first time, guess. It is a good experience for you to develop your quick thinking skills. You can try to uh, you can see you can try to exercise your public speaking skills as well. Okay, can I just pick the guest, if there is no one who would like to challenge themselves. Okay. So what about Gaudensius Purba? Gaudensius Purba, are you there? Can you challenge yourself in table topics? Oh, okay. Maybe he is not available right now, and it's okay. How about Jane? Hello, Jane.
Or Pak Dede maybe. Pak Dede or Bu Ina
Oh,
wants to try
okay.
maybe.
Maybe Pak Dede, do you want to try? A lot of our guests are shy tonight.
Sorry. There are some colleagues in my house, so I came to join in this meeting focus. So
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
so next time I think I'm really sorry to tonight not focus for this season. Yes.
Oh, no
Oh,
problem.
it's okay. No problem.
So
Okay,
how
and
about the
nice
others?
to join this meeting. So to improve my English also, and but still shy for me because I think all of you is still young, but me is older. I think oldest if compared with all of you in this room.
No, we are all learning together, and age has
Yes.
nothing to do with our learning spirits.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
I'm all like you too, sir, but I'm still learning.
Thank you.
And
Okay.
if the others, Bu Ina or maybe Laura,
Hello, Laura. Would you like to try our table topics? Or probably Ina? Ina, do you want to try? Oh, you're still muted. I'm sorry, we cannot hear you.
Fikri?
I'm
Okay.
sorry. What is the question?
Okay, I haven't shared the question yet, but I will share the question on the chat box.
Okay.
Okay, don't mind the number. In work situation, do you prefer online or offline meeting?
Okay. I am prepare offline and online meeting, and because two of these is very important for the employee. Depend on situation, because in my office sometimes there are emergency situation. Okay, I am the my office is the government office. I am 54 years old, so I'm glad to join this group. This is the millennial group. I'm glad to join this group. Okay, I prepare my online meeting, offline meeting, and I also work from anywhere. We WFO, WFH, and WFA. It's also my daily activity. Okay, I think it's enough. Sorry.
It's okay. Thank you, Bu Ina, for challenging yourself, for being brave and courageous. And we also hear you on your opinion. You like the flexibility of offline and online meeting, and also from the place that you work. And we also are very glad to have you here. Thank you for coming and thank you for joining our meeting. Okay, let's move on to our final participants. Is there anyone who would like to try? Maybe the visiting Toastmasters or probably the role takers, you are also welcome to try.
Melissa, apparently Gaudensius is ready. Yeah, he's smiling. He was smiling.
Oh, okay. Hi,
Yes.
Gaudensius.
I
Would
can
you
see
like
the
to
flash of
try?
his teeth. It's so white.
Yes, I'm so sorry that. Mm, So what's the question?
Okay, so are you available? Okay, it's nice. I will share the question on the chat box. The question is kind of special because I took a lot of research to write this question. So the question is kind of long, and the question is for the parents, or you can imagine if you were a parent. Childhood life in our generation is very different with the childhood life now that is affected by the 2+ years of pandemic. How do you define new normal for their generation, and what is your expectation on their new normal?
Okay. So the first, my speaking is not good. So I'm so sorry if I'm collaborate in into bahasa like that, bahasa English and bahasa Indonesia. And I think new normal is not problem for generation generation yeah, for two 2 years of pandemic generations, because it is the normal situation that's Indonesian and maybe and also that's the world in situations in these situations was giving changes in the world to adapting in situations, and maybe itu bisa membuat menjadi perubahan yang baru bagi lingkungan manusia, seperti untuk selalu mencuci tangan dan selalu menjaga jarak dan tetap menggunakan masker. Itu saya rasa tidak menjadi masalah bagi generasi-generasi, baik itu mungkin adik-adik yang masih sekolah atau baru lulus walaupun tamatan corona, itu menjadi kebiasaan mereka nanti ke depannya. I think so. I'm so sorry. I'm not prepared in this meeting. I think this is the platform I can study about speaking English. Okay, thank you, sister. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Thank you, Gaudensius, and don't be sorry. We are all here learning. Nggak apa-apa, mau pakai bahasa Indonesia separuh-separuh juga karena kita lebih fokus ke public speakingnya daripada bahasa Inggrisnya. Learning English can be done everywhere and every time. We can learn throughout the time, and don't be discouraged about our skill because we all start from somewhere. Okay, thank you once again, Gaudensius, and that's all for our table topic sessions. Thank you all for who have participated in this table topic session. I heard so many inspiring stories and opinions, and I spotted a lot of word of the day. And I will ask for the timer report. What is the report for our speakers? Are they all eligible to be voted?
Okay, so For the table topic sessions, all speakers are eligible to be voted. I will share the detail in the chat box.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Hegi, for sharing your detailed report. And congratulations, everyone. You are all eligible to be voted. Good job. And that's it for our table topic session for tonight's meeting. I will give back the control to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Fikui.
Hi, thank you, Toastmaster Melissa. What a wonderful session that you made, the table topic. I believe all in here, the people in here are really encouraged to talk, and I really like how the fights that Toastmaster Melissa bring into the table topic session. That's really great. Thank you, Toastmaster Melissa. So everyone, that's all for the table topic session. For you who haven't joined in the table topic session, you can try in the next meeting in the Jakarta Motivator Toastmasters Club. You can join and try to be brave, to just only to speak in this room. That will be improve your public speaking. So before we are going to the next, that's the table topic session. Oh yeah, we already vote. We already sent timer. So the next we're going to the evaluation session, which is the most important part, the most important session in our learning journey, because without evaluation, we never know how we can improve our public speaking and our performance right now, and we didn't know how we can be better in the future if we didn't receive any feedback and evaluation. So without further ado, let's help me welcome our general evaluator, Toastmaster Uyun. Toastmaster Uyun, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Fikri from the studio. Hello, everyone. Back with me again. So in this section, we will listen some evaluations from the personal evaluator and the rangers that have been introduced earlier. So I would love, oh wait, let me check. Toastmaster Francisca is not here. Wait. I see. I think we need to wait for Toastmaster Francisca. Maybe Toastmaster Hans, could you please chat her? Yeah, WhatsApp, whether she can come
Okay,
in.
I will make sure.
Okay, so I how about Toastmaster Radhika? Is the grammar report ready? I think very sudden. Is that
Okay. Oh yeah, okay. We can start with the role take reports first, I guess, while waiting for the evaluator. Okay, yeah, that's good idea. So let me share screen.
Okay, so let us listen to the grammarian report from Toastmaster Radhika.
Okay. So is my screen visible?
Yep, it's visible.
Okay, thank you for confirming. So here I will present my grammarian report today. And first and foremost, I would love to say congratulations, because all of you guys have the courage to speak your minds, to deliver your opinions in regards to particular topics in impromptu speeches. I personally feel happy to see the audiences engage in the sessions. And I noticed not that many grammatical inaccuracy or grammatical errors that you guys made. At least I recorded 2 mistakes that I think quite significant for all of us to learn and to notice, especially so we won't make the same mistakes the next time around. The first is has, teach us. What I would love you guys to remember is after has, it should be followed by verb 3. So instead of has teach us, please say has taught us. So please remember the past participle version, the verb 3 versions of teach. We have here taught. So say has taught. The second mistake that I recorded is the guesses.
Probably the person referred to the guest, meaning plural, more than one guest. But here, the person uttered it incorrectly. So instead of guesses, just say guest. So it's almost similar. It may sound similar, but it makes a big difference actually. So it's not guesses, but guess with just s. So just for you guys to remember, you can add es if the noun ends with these followings. For example, batch, you can add es, beaches. Then beach, you can add es as well, beaches. And then the last one, box, you can add es, boxes. That's for all you guys to remember. So there is a rule, or yeah, when you can not when you can add es. So not every word you can put es at the end of it. So try to as well remember this point. So I would love you guys to remember these 2 points at least today. You learn 2 points first. So please keep this in mind. So by far, I only recorded 2 mistakes, and we are still learning here. So we will be better, I believe. And about the beautiful phrases, I recorded 3 sentences and three sentences or phrases say that I feel lingered in my mind. So let's say stay safe, as it has to do with our team today, as we go back to normal. But please still stay safe, even though the condition may be heading to better, but we still need to protect ourselves. And the second one, Zero to Hero by Toastmaster Hansel. It's still related to his speech, but I think it's a beautiful phrase, if I must say, because it's when the person, undergoes like a long process, a long journey to become someone. So it's a beautiful phrase. I think Zero to Hero. And the last one, age has nothing to do with our learning spirit by Toastmaster Melissa. Again, you can always stay hungry. You can always stay foolish regardless of your age. So that's as well a beautiful sentence that I recorded today. So that's all for me regarding my role as a grammarian. Back to General Evaluator, Toastmaster Uyun.
Thank you, Toastmaster Radhika, for the report. It was like very quickly prepared, and you were able to pick up like important points to elaborate in the grammar part about the verb 3 to be used after has, and also the use of plurals. That's I think always need to be refreshed for everyone. Thank you, Mr. Radhika. You may close the screen. And next, we will listen to the evaluation to Toastmaster Hans' last project in leadership development pathway, which will be delivered by Toastmaster Siska. All right, she's here. So the Zoom is yours, Toastmaster Siska.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Uyun. First and foremost, Toastmaster Hans, congratulations for completing your second to last project in leadership development. One thing that stands out the most to me, and I need to agree with the feedbacks from your exco, is how well planned you are. And actually, we can see from your structure of speech. You started with how you were inspired with the legacy of the previous leaders of Jakarta Motivators. Then you took us with the challenges that you experienced with with the team, also with what have you done with the executive committees, and then also we see the result and the working improvements. And more importantly, we also see the benefits that you reap personally. And second thing that also stand out the most to me is how confident you are, how you are being comfortable in engaging with your audiences. We can see that there's no starters, that you can also talk from point to point, although you cover a lot of points. And then with the visual aids that you also give us is also a cherry on top that help the audience to follow your multiple points. For your next projects, in another pathway, I'm going to challenge you to refocus on the things that is relevant to your key message. So you can focus delivering the strong points that will take your audience to take home. So, especially in this speech, you actually have one more strong point that you can call the audience for actions. You can invite them to actually take and taste the benefits of leading voluntary organization. And one of them is Jakarta Motivators. Toastmaster Hans, once again, you deserve all the recognitions, and we are very excited to see more great works from you. Fellow Toastmaster and guests, please take a round of applause to Toastmaster Hans. Thank you. I'm going to refer the control back to Toastmaster Uyon.
Thank you. I'm very glad that I could hear the evaluation from the club president 2 terms earlier to the speaker today, the president. So yeah, it's like, how to say, it's like appropriate review. I don't know how to say. It's like cocok lah gitu from president to president evaluation. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Siska, for the clear evaluation. Maybe I should be a president as well to get evaluation from you, Toastmaster Siska or Toastmaster Hans. Or if you would love to get evaluation from them, please be a club president for this club. They are going to have election on the 1st of June, am I correct? Oh, is that your club anniversary, Toastmaster Hans? When is the club anniversary? It's like
in June. Yeah, we are gonna have it in June.
Oh, the 1st of June?
I don't know,
Yes,
something
also
the first week of June, I don't know.
I see. Oh, the 1st of June is a good day, ya. Hari Kesaktian Pancasila, is it? Yeah.
The first
Sorry,
June,
yeah.
Hans?
Huh?
Is it the 1st of June, Hans? I can't remember. I only
Yes.
remember it's the first week of June.
The 1st of
then.
June.
Oh,
We have
nice.
checked in the Toastmasters website and also with the previous seniors.
Okay.
Oh, very nice date. Okay, so hope to see some candidates going to that election and someone to take the throne from Toastmaster Hans. Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Siska, and I would love to hear the report, time report from Toastmaster Hegi. Is Toastmaster Siska making the time?
As Toastmaster Francisca times is 2 minutes and 47 seconds. So she's still within time to works.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Hegi. And after this, Toastmaster Hegi will be back after my evaluation to present you the Hall of Fame. And okay, we have listened to Siska, Toastmaster Radhika, and I would love to invite Toastmaster Gabriel to deliver the report of her NWOD counter. Okay, the Zoom is yours, Toastmaster Gabriel.
Okay, is my screen share? Can you see my screen share? Okay. So yeah, this is the report, and congratulations for the Toastmaster Hans. You don't have a crowd words or filler words or repeat words or long pause. Although you also don't have WOD, or is it? That's what I catch, or I know if I don't catch it. So yeah, congratulations for Toastmaster Hans. And this is also the tips for Toastmaster Hans, that he always use a slow pause So since he used Salesforce, it can reduce the possibility of using these filler words and repeated words, not like me just now. And congratulations too for guest Adua. Although you are driving, but it's really not bad since you need to focus on driving and this you have 4 times and also 2 repeated words. But congratulations, you use WOD words before. And then Fabi is very good. You only have once, yeah, filler word one, repeated word we, don't know WOD, and Toastmaster Adit. There are some repeated words and filler words, and you also use short, yeah, filler words, and you don't have a WOD. For Toastmaster Daddy, is also another great example, although you have a faster speech than Toastmaster Hans. This soon to be Toastmaster Daddy don't have filler words for words, and you even have WOD words. Congratulations, 2 times. Wow. Though you also have repeated words. And Toastmaster Sing, this is very difficult question, yeah, for you. So we often, since it's very difficult question and we need to imagine, it's kind of normal that we use so many times and the words and repeated words too. And Toastmaster, soon to be Toastmaster Ine and soon to be Toastmaster Candius to also have this filler words and words. And Toastmaster Francisca, congratulations that you don't have and filler words too. So you have repeated words in the last things in the last speech that you talk about visual, and congratulations that you also have WOD words. Okay, these are my reports. So this is what I catch on, and congratulations for you guys who already joined and participate in this meeting. And it will be very nice for you who try this the first time, and then you can continue back. Since we also recorded and uploaded in our YouTube, you can continue back and look at maybe 1 month later or a few months later, and you look back, wow, maybe we have less filler words, or maybe in 3 months again, Toastmaster, soon to be Toastmaster Ine, that will be Toastmaster and will have no filler words, no crowd words. Okay, back to you.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Gabriel, for the very detailed report. I'm sure that you listened attentively to each speaker. So everyone, I would love to encourage you as well, if you are a member of Toastmasters, please take this role at WOD because it will hone on your active listening. Like you have to very, very detailed in listening to others, but it will be very fun role anyway. All right. So all of my rangers have been presenting their reports, and it's my turn to share my observation to this meeting. I don't have like very significant to comment in the room of improvement. Rather, today I would love to highlight some good points that this meeting has showed. So I hope that the club can maintain this positive thing that the club has did. Oh, wait. Okay. Yep. So here are like good points that I encountered today. The first is meeting team. I always like the meeting teams that Jakarta Motivators Club offered because it always millennial related and up to date. I don't know whether like the club has forecasted that today or yesterday, the president will give the announcement to take off our mask. It's like, oh, it's very related. But in other weeks, I always found the meeting themes from the club is always interesting. So the meeting theme. And then the second is the eye-catching introduction of the club. I think, just today I just encountered that actually there is a highlighted fun fact of the club regarding the club history, which is worth sharing. That I know that the club like founded from the ministry. I think it's for sharing to everyone that this club is it the oldest club in Indonesia? Am I correct?
Not the oldest.
Oh, the second oldest? No?
Perhaps the third.
Oh, the third. Oh, yeah. Like a very nice club history that I would love to look back at as well. And yeah, previously Toastmaster Hans also highlighted that there are some like notable members from the club, like the minister, the C level of Monash University, and so on. So yeah, it's eye-catching and fun introduction of the club. And the third point is the creative song introduction. Toastmaster Fikwi, the news anchor, that's very nice, very creative. And the next is clear role takers introduction. Yeah, I guess it's clear to everyone. And the next, all topics of the table topic sessions are aligned with the theme. When I heard the flattened curve, I was like wondering what kind of possible topics to be delivered, but Toastmaster Melissa could make some questions very related and still how to say, like thought provoking for everyone. And and I think for the grammarian and WOD counting report, very well done. And the timer report is also prompt as well. Thank you very much. And the last thing that I would love to highlight is that the club is living the name of Jakarta Motivators. Why? Because the vibe of the club is always motivating. Like today, there are so many guests who would love to take part in the table topics. And I heard there are like words of encouragement for everyone to try, not being afraid of making mistakes, or like encourage them to deliver in the next meeting. So I think this kind of like words of encouragement is making up the wow, very nice, very nice. Thank you very much for this in the club. So that's all from me. I hope the club can maintain the positive points of the meeting, and looking forward to seeing everyone in the next meetings. Thank you. I'll give the control to Toastmaster Hegi. Are you ready with the Hall of Fame? All right. Okay. So here is the Hall of Fame. The Zoom is yours, Toastmaster Hegi.
So, we have only 12 votes right now, and because there are 18 people or 17 people now, I'm hoping for more voters. So before I actually announce, I will count to how much? Let's say count to 5 to let the rest of 6, maybe 5 more people to vote. So if you haven't voted, this is your last chance. Click on the link from the chat box and cast your vote. This is going to be like Indonesian Idol style. We'll see who are going to go home with a prize or no, with a certificate. Right, so I will count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we'll see who is the best double topic speaker for tonight. Honestly, I also don't know because we are going to see the result live. And the best double topic speaker for tonight is drumroll. Congratulations, Toastmaster Daddy. Toastmaster or guest? They're still there.
You can call them soon to be Toastmaster if they're still good.
Soon to be Toastmaster Dedi Mustari.
He's already Toastmaster.
It's still G, so probably soon to be Toastmaster. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm expecting to be Toastmaster in June. So,
okay, so very soon to be Toastmaster. Dedi Mustari, congratulations, and I would like to present you the certificate. I'm not sure if Hans is going to take photos.
Okay, wait. Hold your position in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Great. Thank you very much, guys.
Cool. Thank you. Congratulations again, Toastmaster Dedi Mustari. And of course, congratulations to Toastmaster Hans and Toastmaster Francisca for being the only choice to be the best prepared speaker and best evaluators tonight. But you both deliver such a wonderful performance. Thank you again. And with that, I would like to give the control back to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Uyu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hengki, for the Hall of Fame. Yeah, that's all the reports from my ranger, and I would love to give the control back to Toastmaster Fikri from the studio.
Yay. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Yun, for the comprehensive evaluation and all the ranges to help Toastmaster Yun to giving the evaluation for us to be better in the future as the public speaker. Thank you, Toastmaster Yun. So we are at the end of our session, at the end of our meeting. I hope that everyone in here enjoyed. I have the connection issue in here. Yeah.
While we are having connection issue from the studio. Hi, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I have a connection issue. In the middle of my speech, I look at all the speaker that on my screen is just freezing. So am I audible right now?
Now we can hear you and we can see you with a smaller resolution, but that's okay.
Okay. So let's conclude our meeting. I hope everyone in here enjoying our meeting today. And I would like to see you in the next meeting in Jakarta Motivator Toastmaster Club. For you to giving your best in speeches and keep learning in the Toastmaster. Okay, without further ado, let's closing this meeting by giving back the control back to our president, Toastmaster Hans. Toastmaster Hans, the screen is yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Fikwi, for conducting the whole meeting very well. You engage well with all the role takers, with all the speakers and the participants. Thank you very much. Now, is there any words from guests? I would like to hear like 2 until 5 sentences from some guests regarding this meeting. Like you can introduce yourself. What do you expect and what do you get and what do you want to get in the upcoming meeting? Anyone? Perhaps let's hear from anyone who wants to give testimony and your expectation for the upcoming meeting. Perhaps from soon to be Toastmaster Aditya.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Hans. Yeah. Previously, let me introduce myself. My name is Aditya, and this is actually my second time here in the meeting. I joined the first time last week, and I actually quite fond of the feedbacks as well. I could know, and it's really insightful to know more about myself and like how to speak publicly. And I think, yeah, and this is always a room for improvement, especially for everyone here as well. So, and I could see my room of improvement as well from the feedback. So thank you for the feedback as well from Toastmaster Gabriel as well. And yeah, in the future, probably in the future meetings, maybe I would like to see more of these feedbacks so that I could so that we could improve more and more. Yeah,
I see. Thank you, soon to be Toastmaster Aditya. So you like to hear more feedbacks. That's great. And this is the thing that we need to put in our mind. Feedback is not an attack, is not a judgment, but it is our way to encourage ourselves, which part of us that we can learn, that we can improve. So in next week, in next month, or even in the next 5 years, our future self will be grateful for what we have done now because of applying those feedbacks. Anyone else? Perhaps one volunteer from guest if you want to share your impression and your expectation for the upcoming meetings. Anyone? No worries. We may regret the chance of we may regret not taking the chance to speak. Oh, okay. Soon to be Toastmaster Dede Tarmana. The time is yours, Pak Dede. You are raising your hand. You're still muted, actually.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Hans. Actually, this is the first time for me to join this meeting. So very interested to keep to follow this group. I think this club. Then this is a big opportunity for me to improve my English in some opportunity. Also, we have joined in the other club, but this club, I think this is best for me to improve my English. Still, all of you still young, smart. So this is a spirit for me to keep and continues to join this meeting session for the next week or the next month. So thank you for opportunity, Toastmaster Hans. For me, Inshallah, for the next time, focus for me to join all session, all meeting. I think all. Thank you, Toastmaster Hans, and all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Dede, for your testimony and for your willingness to learn with us. I hope we all can share the spirit of motivators to strive for greater good in the future. And I would like also to express my gratitude towards all the visiting Toastmasters. We have Toastmaster Uyun from ACBD Toastmaster. We have Toastmaster Hegi from Lipo Karawaci Toastmaster, and he is also our Division J Director. We have Toastmaster Fikwi and Toastmaster Mega from UI Toastmasters. Thank you very much for coming here and also collaborating with us by taking roles. This is the privilege of Toastmasters International Network. We can visit other clubs, we can help each other, we can learn and get to know each other. So the opportunities are limitless if you join the worldwide network of Toastmasters. Even I've visited Toastmasters Club from New York through online meetings. That's a great opportunity in this online setup. And I would like to inform our next meeting will be on June 1st. It will be our anniversary and our president election. Further info will be announced soon. And for the visiting Toastmasters, you can also share your upcoming info in the chat box. And then I would like to end this meeting by pressing the stop record button.